So I am just getting in from Afrotech's welcome party, kickoff party. And I will tell you, I've been on site today because my company is sponsoring Afrotech. So I've been in the convention area. I also, like I said, just got back from that party. And I will tell you, the men's is outside. The employers are here too. So make sure you go get the bag, but also get the bay. There are a lot of women, the cants are always haters. The cants are on the interwebs, on Beyonce's internet, trying to shame y'all for looking for romantic connections as well as professional ones. And I totally disagree with that. If I were single, I would be in formation. I'm in formation anyway. Your girl's in formation anyway. But I would really be in formation if I were single. Okay? So don't let these haters shame you, okay? There are very few opportunities as professional Black women. We know there are very few opportunities where we are in the space with professional Black men at this rate. Take advantage of that. Y'all run it up for your girl, okay? Y'all run it up for me because I can't do it for myself, okay? By the way, my neighbor, who is a whole doctor in his early 30s, attractive, literally said to me a day ago that I am going to Afrotech to look for my wife. Don't let these cants keep you from block your blessings, okay? Be in formation. Focus on your focus. But
I debated making this video, but I'm making this video as a PSA for the girls who are going to Afrotech. So I've been to Afrotech a few times in the past. I don't really go anymore because I don't want to work in tech anymore. But I do want to give a word of advice for the girls who are in tech and who are not in tech, who are going to Afrotech to only or purposely go and find a man.
Translation: she went to Afrotech to find a well-doing sucker who will be willing to make a wife out of her, but she wasn't successful. Now she is making a video to subtly bash the men.
Does anyone remember the movie 21 Jump Street, the remake, not the TV show, in which there was this scene in which they observed that, like, the stereotype of, like, the cool kid and the jock and the cheerleader is actually not the cool kid anymore, and the new stereotype of, like, the nerds and the people who care about the environment and, like, the kids who were kind of excelling in life are now the new cool kids. That is kind of how I feel about the men that go to Afrotech. Stick with me, ladies.
She feels. Which means that every fair assessment of the men there, and every rational reasoning will be put to death at the altar of her personal momentary happiness. Until she finds something new to bash in order to make herself feel good.
It is an environment in which there are a lot of men who didn't necessarily have, what's the nice word that I can use? A lot of pull in an earlier part in their life, and now they kind of have a little bit of leverage or a glow up, if you will. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but the thing is, when sometimes those things happen to you later in life, it kind of becomes like a clout disease, and they take these associations with these certain companies or these certain salaries to their head. And I can speak for myself as someone who has worked at all of these companies and has been in association with all of these men since 2015. They tend to downplay the women, especially Black women, who are their peers, and they don't want to date us. Because they think that they're up now, they have all the options in the world, and optionality is also a disease.
Wow.
It is strange how everything women enjoy at some point in time or at some point in their lives become bad, or as she said, a disease, when it is men who have it.
I want to say this, and I really mean this in a nice way. For the girls who are going, be careful, because a lot of these men, I don't think that they're necessarily in a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband stage of life, especially if they recently started working in these environments. It's going to take some time for them to get that out of their system.
This is the thing with these modern women, especially when they are getting close to the wall, or they have already crashed in the wall. It doesn't matter what they are doing, or where they are going, everything is about hooking up. Everything becomes about relationship. Everything becomes about dating. It is about the after party and who you can meet and hook up with instead of it actually being about the conference itself. The majority of women who attend conferences are predators, looking for a sucker who will dumb enough to marry them. After they have whored themselves out during their younger years, or they are young but are struggling financially, they flock to those places and chase the bag. They know that the men there have little to no experience with women, so they see them as easy prey. This woman thinks that this the whole phase, that one day those men will wake up and go, "Oh my God, I need to hurry and get myself a woman." These women refuse to see and accept that men and women operate in different spectrums. Those men have options, and most importantly, they have time. Unless God take them early, they are good. If they stay on their path and keep on building themselves, they are good and they can have a pick of the litter. This woman is just mad about the fact that the men she used to overlook are now doing well and don't want anything to do with her. And as the good modern woman that she is, she came out swinging with the full artillery of the butthurt modern woman. Shaming the men for their success, downplaying the men's achievements, and subtly insulting them by pointing out their past that might have, or might have not been as she described them, and all of that she does it with a lot of passive aggressiveness. Women like these ought to be left well alone. But again, at the end of the day, life is a choice. Let me know what you think in the comments section, like the video, and a sub to the channel will be awesome. Peace.